Ah, that's a glorious day. I've had many privileges. I've met presidents. I've been entertained by kings. But oh, when I behold his face in all of his glory. And the apostle closes out this chapter by saying, comfort yourself with this thing. Comfort yourself with these words. Those of you who are having struggling problems and difficulties making ends, get some comfort out of this word. It won't be that way always. God has something coming for us. God has something in store for us. Comfort yourself. Get yourself up. Put some spizaranctum in yourself. Pick up your lostness and your loneliness and your faintness and comfort yourself with the fact that there's coming a day when God shall come for his church. And praise God, all who are ready shall catch that morning train. Comfort yourself, comfort yourself, comfort yourself, comfort yourself. I said, comfort yourself. Comfort yourself that those who've gone on before you, get glad over the fact that one day we're going to meet again. Comfort yourself. Comfort yourself that we shall be changed and we shall meet him in the air. Then he goes on in 1 Corinthians, it says, not only shall we be caught up, but we shall be caught up with him who then shall judge us. Now, we shall not be judged for the heaven or hell question. That's settled. You settle that before you leave here. But when the church all gathers, Paul says in the book of Corinthians, we must all stand before the judgment seat of Christ and give an account of what we have done since we were saved. We were saved by a gracious act of God. Come on in and be seated. You are now a child of the King. But now until you leave here, what you do as a child of the King, you must stand before the judgment seat of Christ and give an account of it. And he encouraged us by saying in 1 Corinthians here, he tells us we must stand before the judgment. But in the book of Revelations 2 and 10, he says, but for everyone who is faithful until death, I will give him a crown of life. So now when you ask me the destiny of the church, here it is. Number one, we won't be here always. I said we won't be here always. Thank God for that. There's a whole lot I like about this country, and particularly America, but I don't want to be fooling with it always. I want something better. I said I want something better. My God, this auditorium I'm in and next door the headquarters, what better can, I want something better. I love the house I live in. I love the house I live in. I love my wife. I love my dog. I love everything about it. I love the swimming pool and all that, but want something better. Because all that's down here is fading. It's fading. It looks good for a while, but 20 years from now, we'll have to build another one of these. But when we all get to heaven, there'll be nothing better. And he says, I'm going to give you a crown, particularly those who keep looking for his appearance. And one of the reasons I want to preach tonight is because so many eyes of believers have gotten off of, is he coming? To saying, this is all right down here. This is all right. This is all right. This chair here looks enough like a throne. But the church must be admonished to keep on looking for him to come. Keep on looking for him to come. And when he comes, he shall bring those with him and shall gather up us, and that will be over with. The only hell I'll ever have is on earth. And when he calls me, either before or change me, bye hell. No more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. If you want to give me hell, you better get in a hurry. Because the headlines and the newscasters and the prophecies are coming true that there are but a few things left before he comes. And when Jesus comes, all tears will be washed away. When Jesus comes, all will be forgotten and forgiven. When we shall rise in the power of his might, there shall be no more death, no more separation, no more sea. And until he comes, comfort yourself with that. Go home tonight, and you who are at home tonight, comfort yourself that he's coming. Just listen, I'm through. Living in the country, hungry, no money hardly. Papa would leave and go, and when he would come back, I would notice a little sack on his back. And what joy would come to my soul, because I knew that in that little sack, Papa had found something for us. And when Jesus comes, whatever your dreams that have not been made, whatever has not come to pass, whatever has not been fulfilled, don't jump. Wait on Jesus. Don't surrender. Don't quit the faith. Wait on Jesus. Because when he comes, there'll be with him everything that we miss down here. The destiny of the church. We shall overcome. Praise him.
Thank you for joining Pastor Hill